go all the way and go 7 and equal the grand final record, and he's done it.
Look out! Oh, Revo, remarkable!
Oh, what a mark! Hammer! Oh, one of the marks of the year.
Billy, you're our king of Geelong! The monkeys have the back, Billy!
Hello and welcome to Dermie Delivers, where each week we bring you a couple of classic performances by team or individual that happen to be some of my favourites. This week we delve deep into the rivalries that divided our own nation when the heart beated for the love of your home. Yes, it's all about state of origin. So back to 1986 for arguably the greatest game of footy ever played, and one I was lucky enough to be a part of. It's East v West, the Big V and the Sandgropers.
Well, it looks as though Danaher's possibly going to start at centre-half forward, although Dermot Brereton warming up in that region.
Waterson's just come off the ground, I notice, and Ellis is going on now.
He's in a real hurry, too, to get out to that position. Here's the bounce of the ball then to start the game. Keane and Madden go to it. It's a good, high, straight bounce. Hit out one by Madden. It comes down nicely to a Victorian. I think that was Ruse, and Mullane, in fact, it was, onto his boot, down towards half-forward. Punch clear by Lester Smith. It goes to Lamb for Western Australia, down towards the outer side half-forward flank. Bouncing ball now out in front of a West Australian player. The ball close to the boundary line now. Soccer attempt, in goes Alvin, but it's over the line for a boundary throw-in. They go high, it comes to ground. Madden's there. In goes Mullane, can't come away with the ball. A pack of players form, taken by Waitman. He tries to handball clear. In goes Baker to pick it up onto the left boot, down towards half-forward.
That was deft enough as the ball came to Rioli. Rioli too far out to score. Long kick towards the square. Peake!
Oh, yes. And that's the sort of marks that Brian Peake's been taking this year, Lou. Not noted really for his overhead work, but here's the high kick coming in. And just uses his body enough to keep his opponent away. He's not a tall player, but that was a very, very fine, strong mark.
Brian Peake only 2 metres out. A deft touch from Buckenara. And the ball found this man who finds the goal. So Western Australia 1-2, Victoria 2 behinds.
It'll be the two big fellas, and he's doing well, Keane against Madden. The ball picked up by Mitchell, showing a lot of pace. As they go for Narkle, he's at centre-half forward, goes for a pass to Ripper. And does Peake look dangerous down there at the moment? They've got to do something with Kennedy because he's letting him get away.
What a pass.
And the crowd are going mad about Peake because he's already kicked one goal. He's got a big chance to put his second on the board because he's only about 30 metres out from goal on a very slight angle.
Well, he should.
And he's a confidence player. He's only got to get another goal, and I'd say he could finish up with 6 or 7 quite easily in this match today.
Well, yes, he got a chance to make it 2 anyway.
There it is on its way. There's no doubt about that. Another goal to West Australia.
Pull the defensive side of right centre wing. Goes for distance, down towards half forward. The target is Madden, working his way to the front. Out there was Harding. No mark taken. It comes to Williams. Williams gets it wide. Taken on the outer side then by Buse. Buse feeds it into Royal. Royal now with time. Shocking kick into the forward line. Brilliantly gathered on the half volley by Waitman. Out it comes to Alvin. 25 metres out. Draws a man over the top. Brereton. Brereton 5 metres out and closing. Pops it through.
Geelong.
Well, he's the leading league goal kicker at the moment.
Yep.
Bounce down back in the centre. Play restarting with Keane winning it wide of the pack. Keane gets another attempt and moves the ball to Buckenara. Buckenara fires the ball into the path of Peake, and Peake has taken the mark. What a superb
That's
kick
15
by
metres, I
Buckenara.
suggest.
15 metres.
In fact, that's the way it is.
No.
I reckon Peake's played a sensational game, but he kicked 3 goals in that first quarter. He's leading beautifully, Eric.
Not a bad pass in from Buckenara, though, either. Really.
Yeah, but you've got to make the lead, haven't
sure
you?
do.
They're
Yes.
making space for him too, aren't
That's
they, to run
right.
into. There goes the Brian Peake kick. His 4th goal is on the board. He goes short to Rioli. Yards in the clear as McNish down the ground. That's the direction the kick takes. McNish drifting in, takes the mark. Overcommitted was Mullane. The hand pass comes across to Baker. Baker goes to right half forward. Buckenara. Peake is dropping back for him. Peake yards in the clear. Will the ball carry? Bounces awkwardly. Peake controls it. Goal number 5. Will it bounce?
Yes!
It's in.
Oh, what a performance Peake's putting up at the moment.
9 goals to 7 at half-time. But this one was about to set the footy world on fire. Just a lazy 25 goals after the main break, setting up one of the great grandstand finishes.
Keane and Madden to do the ruck work. The bounce favours Madden. He wins it down. It's taken there by Morwood. The hand pass not a particularly good one. And that was a blatant push in the back to Royal, as you saw. No. Well, if you're going to have free kicks, they take all the controversy out as Royal plays on, drives down towards half forward at the fall of the ball. WA well represented, but Brereton, kickless in the second term, comes across the face of the pack and takes a very strong mark. Dermot Brereton too far out to score, goes down towards the right full forward pocket, ill-directed, and Lester Smith is made to work for that mark. Brian Taylor rather crude.
Still working for it.
Yeah, it's almost a submission hold.
A chance for Madden. Grabs that one. It's not a good kick. It'll come out. Oh, there's nearly a free kick to Victoria, but it's picked up by Buckenara. Coming into the game since about halfway through the second quarter. Rioli with a beautiful hand pass. Coming over now to Mitchell. Up it goes towards Peake. He's got the sit here. He's going to let this go. Good play on the part of Peake. Magnificent play. Oh, gosh, they're running well now. A 22-point lead.
He certainly can jump. Intended for Blackwell, knocked away by Healy, who does well on the ground. Brereton soccers off the ground, down towards half forward for Victoria. He sets Salmon a task, who's coming down to meet the ball. Well played, big fellow. Gets it across to Royal. Royal 50 metres out. There's a vacant goal square. Pulls it across to Morwood by hand. Morwood brilliantly onto Taylor. It's fitting that Royal will finish it off. Goal to Victoria.
Half forward, chance for Morwood to get clear. 50 metres out, a hand pass coming over to Royal. Royal, he copped a heavy bump from Miles, but rode that beautifully as he fires it up towards the goals. Alvin's got a chance here.
Whoa.
He's got it. That was a gutsy mark. You can hear him coming. The stampede at the back of you there, and you've got to stand your ground, and he did that. That was a great mark.
I'll tell you what, Brereton was a bit belated going for this mark. Watch this again. Brereton comes over the top, and I don't think he's much concerned about the ball. Down goes Glendinning, and Brereton, I think, was after Glendinning with intent there. Following it through, he landed on him with a knee drop in that forward pocket. Albin's got the ball, and that's the only thing concerning both sides at the moment. Albin, left full forward pocket. He's normally a defender, but he shows he can kick goals. 90 minutes gone, and it's 12-6 to 10-10. Victoria creep closer.
Wilson again. Now he's called play, and I reckon that was just about a mark. The crowd thinking the same too, but the umpire said, go on, fellas, play on. A hand pass coming out to Healy. He's out there on the centre wing position. Drives the ball over the Victorian half-forward line. Brereton flies. It's punched out. DiPierdomenico scoops it in nicely. There's a chance now for Royal to mark again. He's got it. And Royal would be about 35 metres out from goal directly in front. No doubt Victoria's best player. Decides to have a little chop. He was hurried, but he's got it through for a goal. So the Vics are coming back again. 11 points the difference between these two sides in favour of Western Australia. Knocked out by Madden. Bad bounce. This allows Victoria to go further forward through Royal. Played a great game and a beautiful pass. And Brereton's got it about 30 metres out from goal. So the Vics really bouncing back.
Most unfortunate bounce there. Dean
Yes.
Lately did the right thing, and the ball
Went the wrong way.
just went not much you can do about that, Lou.
Certainly not, Eric. We're waiting now on Brereton to kick this goal to make the difference 5 points and give Victoria a real chance because they're coming home with a pretty strong breeze. I think they call it the Fremantle Doctor, don't they?
This
the
one's
kick
coming from the other way, mate.
It's coming the other way tonight, is it? I don't know much
This is the
about
Melbourne
it.
Doctor.
It's the, what is it?
The Melbourne Doctor.
Okay.
Did lose us the America's Cup, Lou.
Okay, the difference now only 5 points, 106 in favour of Western Australia. They were 106 to Victoria, 101. And we're about 7 minutes into this last quarter. So Victoria have got a chance to hit the front, but they've got to win by 20 or more than 25 points. Now I'd say about 35 points to win the championship. That's a quick estimate, of course, of the figures. Centre bounce again. 5 points the difference. Madden knocks the ball out. Not a good one. A fumble that time. It comes back to Williams. He's got it. Can't get out. He finally gets it out to DiPierdomenico. A long kick over the half-forward line. Brereton. Well, this fella, as I said before, once he lets himself go, he can win a game within 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, he's done nothing for 2 quarters, but he's already kicked the goal at the beginning of the last, and from 45 metres out dead in front, he could put Victoria in front for the first time since the early moments of the game.
That was a marvellous mark, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Brereton steers through another one. That's his third, and Victoria lead it 16-11 to 16-10.
Well, the crowd going mad, but it's a West Australian umpire that gave the decision.
Heliel on the grandstand side. The leaper was Miles. Brereton the better judgment. Over the top to Waitman. Trouble for Western Australia. Waitman settles 40 metres out. Stabs goalward. Goal umpire does not move.
Grabs that there at full-back, goes wide. DP Domenico and Davidson, they clash. That'll be against the umpire paying the advantage. Wills, we see Narkle streak away from his opponent. Over it goes now to McNish. Back to Narkle again. Over to Buckenara. Out there at half-forward. A long shot. Peake's got the sit here. Kennedy coming at the back. The ball's pushed down. Peake again. A snap and goal. He's got it through. A great bit of play on the part of Peake. That's goal number 7 to Peake. What a performance this guy's put up here today. A great performance by the West Australian champ. And that was magnificent play.
And what a beautiful kick into though by Buckenara. Up goes Peake. The ball hits the deck. Again, his strength. And well shepherded there to a part 2 by Rioli. And that allowed Peake to get his left foot to the ball. And still this game is alive.
Grabbed by Lester Smith. So the West Australians take the ball away from the danger zone. There's plenty of them out there as Hardy walked. Beautifully got away from Taylor. Left him for dead. Over it goes now to Narkle. This little fella's played a great little game too as the ball goes out wide. A chance for Wilson. He's got it. He'll go for a hand pass. Back it goes to Buckenara. Always dangered. Over to Rioli. They got a chance to score a short pass and a mark. It'll be a mark there to Baker. And the crowd are really jumping here at Subiaco. No doubt about that. What a game we've seen.
Well, when you see football of this calibre, no, one of these State of Origin games have really captured the States by storm. This has been quite spectacular on the level of the others that have been preceding it over the years.
3 points the difference, and West Australia have hit the front. And don't you know it here at Subiaco? Listen to them roar. What a performance both sides have put up here today. Full marks. It's been a spectacular game. Here we go again, and the West Australian crowd getting right behind them. 40,000 of them. You can hear them roaring from all over Australia, I should imagine. Ball pushed on by Keane, still doing a magnificent job. Keane again. He puts it down to Davidson. Did he get one on the back? Yes, the umpire thought so.
That's 15 metres.
15-metre penalty gives him a chance to drive it deep into attack because it brings him up to centre half forward.
Only one Victorians in their half, Lou. They're all in defence.
He's got the long punch, picked up by Buckenara. Snap. It's going to the goal. It's a goal. Put him in front. Oh, he's got it. Hit the front and look at Buckenara. Oh, what a game this is. The crowd, it's unbelievable here today. That's 5 goals to Buckenara. They're in front by 3 points, and Victoria have got time to bounce back. Can they do it?
Well, that's the snap from Buckenara. It hung in the heavens for ever so long. And the Victorian defence racing back, and there's McNish pleading for the umpire to say that's a goal.
Someone's loose in the opposite pocket. I don't suggest that at this stage. Miles, grandstand side, big pack into the air. Western Australia got to get it close to the boundary. Williams, very clever hand pass. Kennedy left the ball behind. Kennedy is claimed now by Baker. Williams in the thick of things. Glendinning falls on the ball, and there's going to be a ball up.
Just on the 34-minute mark. Still on Victoria's.
There it is.
The siren. They've won at West Australia. The final scores, West Australia 21 goals 11, 137 to Victoria, 20 goals 14, 134 in Leicester. This crowd, they're really whooping it up here today.
Oh, that was so good. Up next, time for the main course, where the Kick a Vic campaign was in full swing. Welcome back to Dermie Delivers. It's time for another State of Origin classic. And we're off to 1994 at Football Park, where the Victorian side were met with the ground dressed in Kick a Vic paraphernalia. A warm welcome from the South Australians. But my big mate Dipper wasn't going to shy away from the hostile environment.
I'll tell you what, Neil, I'm here tonight to show my colours, and have a look at this, all right? There it is. There it is. Have a look at that. Victoria is going to win tonight.
South Australia kicking to the left, and Victoria going to the right of screen. Full house here. Fantastic atmosphere. Wren got the first tap. Hocking got the first kick towards half forward. Barnes starting in the ruck for Victoria. Hart running off Steins. Very good handball. Wanganeen, as I said, loose in defence early. His kick towards half forward. Collins will go with Francis. Oh, good tackle on Collins. A beauty. And free kick given against.
It's just terrific to witness players of this calibre
Collins from the back pocket. Kicks out near the wing. Lyon couldn't hold it. McKay. Handball to McDermott. McDermott quickly. Blindly. Modra. No. No mark taken. Modra, second grab. He's kicked the first goal this time. Modra, 1 goal. South Australia 1-2. Victoria yet to score.
Couple of kicks away from goal, goes short. Lyon presenting himself. Captain takes the mark, goes into Cowthorpe. Centering kick, not a bad one. McKay couldn't quite stretch. Hocking with an opportunity. Squeezes it cleverly. The vision was right and got Steins on his own.
The reason that happened was that Hart went across to Hocking. He's a good player, Gary Hocking. He's got the right ingredients of aggression, skill.
7 touches so far, Hocking. Steins from 35 metres out, stabs at a goal, goes for it, and has got it. So the Vics get there first and get within a point.
Langford gets back. The little kick into the centre made it difficult for Brown. Langford may get it back. Oh, good contest. Andrew Jarman, terrific stuff. But a free kick will go to the Victorian vice-captain, Chris Langford, and maybe a 50-metre penalty against Chris McDermott.
There was also a good effort by Langford.
Terrific stuff. What grand finals and state games are all about. Physical contests that neither player shirks.
Langford ablets the target. Oh, Gary's taken a beauty!
You've called it, Bruce. It was.
Well, he's the oldest man out there at 32 years of age. What a mark this is. Takes off early, has 3 bites at the cherry, and brings it in. 35 goals he's kicked in State of Origin football. This is his 10th match. Kicked 10 goals for Geelong here last year against the Crows. Good looking kick from Ablett. He's got it.
The kick to half forward, McDermott's been pretty good. Gary Lyon working hard. Mercury gets it over. Kelthorpe, good intelligent stuff. He wasn't going to get time to do anything there. Gary Hocking, Buddha they call out. He's kicked towards full forward. Gary Ablett stands his ground, and that's what footy's all about. Kicks the goal. Great stuff by Ablett in a physical contest. He was able to keep his foot in. Victoria 3-1, lead South Australia 1-3. The bench there for Victoria, a couple of the players that haven't taken their place yet. David Neitz is one of them. Danny Frawley would be another one. Good mark taken by Wren. Gets it off to Rashudo. Rashudo forced to kick quickly, is fairly well ineffective. Getting back is Scholl. Scholl's kick smothered. Kernahan a chance. Got it out wide. Tackle too high there by Craig Scholl.
That was a good tackle.
Will take the free kick at left half forward.
That's a good tackle by Scholl because he definitely would have been off then, Kepler. Into more or less an open goal. There was no one between him and the goal.
Kepler, 52 metres from goal. He kicks into a centre-half forward region. Modra, shot for goal by Tony Modra. Looks pretty good. It's a goal. 2 goals to Modra. And South Australia hit back 2-4. They trail Victoria 3-2.
He's a better shot for goal, Jarman, on the run than he is from a set. He's going to kick from about 45 to 50 metres. He'll be just inside the 50. Modra in the goal square. South Australia trails by 3 points. Former Magarey medalist playing in his 7th State of Origin game. Back from suspension. Kicks from 50. Hooks it. Modra fronts back, takes the mark and opposed almost in front of Silvani. I think they're all caught out a bit with the short kick from Jarman. Modra deep in the pocket. It's already kicked 2. Runs around, improves the angle, brings it back and scores. He's a superstar, this man, isn't he?
Great play, very intelligent. Gets his 3rd goal.
Handball to nobody in particular. Mark Harvey again fills the spot. Wide, Tregenza should get it. Runs away. Goes backwards to Wanganeen, who had an outstanding first quarter loose in defence. Andrew Jarman continuing to mount the challenge to McKay. McKay's high ball. Modra's there in front. He takes another one. And I just wonder whether the Langford being on top of Kernahan, whether or not Langford will now go for Modra, because Modra kicked 6 on Silvani the last time he played on him, before Silvani was taken off, and then he went on to kick 13 in that match only 5 weeks ago of this ground, and he's lining up for his 4th. Just wonder how long they'll leave Stephen there as Modra gives that a bit of a hook, squeezes it back and puts it through.
Well, Bruce, before the game, that was the area that I thought would cause Victoria most concern. What would happen if Modra got on top or Stephen Kernahan got on top, because you've got to swap them over.
Free kick, Kernahan, is it?
No, it's going to Wren. Although Kernahan was pushed from the side, the umpire only saw Wren.
Wren short, Tregenza should go on to Kapler. Slow handball, gets to him. Left footer, runs away, goes short inside. Good looking kick. Russell provides the lead. Now Modra goes into the pocket to Jarman. He'll kick this on the run. Watch this. Gone. He's a little gem. You knew he'd make something of that. Suddenly Jarman's alive. And South Australia have accelerated away. They need 5-5 to 3-3.
Anderson coming off. It looks like he's holding or favouring his left shoulder.
Rashudo's kick under pressure. Brown trying to run it down. He'll get there before the boundary line. Hines can't get to him. Hocking provided a Shepherd. Oh, great mark, Ablett. So strong, as Don mentioned earlier in the first quarter. Holds his ground and takes it against Smart in the pocket.
Todd Viney coming on for South Australia, replacing Anderson, who's gone off. Viney will probably go onto the ball.
Well, the Vics need this. Fantastic mark. Smart did everything possible, and you back Ablett to kick this from the pocket. What a shot. What a player. It's a goal. Ablett's kicked his third, remembering that Modra's got 4 at the other end.
What about the strength that he uses? I mean, Collins is a strong little bloke.
Yeah, but if you're in front, it doesn't matter how strong.
Good kick by Bond. Right there, Modra goes high. Langford punches it away. Modra tries to keep it in. Is it a goal? I think it is. A goal to South Australia. Modra and Platten involved. And I think Modra might have got his 5th. Well, they call him a genius.
Well, the signs are not good for Victoria. The ball here on dispute. Maybe something could have been done to get it over the line. But the umpire right there, I would have said that Modra kicked that on the line or over the line.
If you thought it was just state pride on the line, the great Ted Whitten had to honour a bet where if Victoria lost, he'd adorn the South Australia Guernsey at Rundle Mall. This was a game to remember in more ways than one for the South Aussies.
Harvey in trouble. Andrew Jarman, magic hands. Chris McDermott goes for goal. And Silvani gets back and takes the mark.
Viney was loose then. McDermott blazing away. Only had to chip it to Viney. Hogg takes on Platten, goes to ground. The little rat catches him. Tingay under pressure. Handball was clever. Steins, Platten's got him. Tingay again. Oh, gee, it's good footy. It's tight and it's tough. Grant plays it in front. Runs away from Wren. Gets tackled high by Jamieson. Advantage given the Vics with a chance to Brown. Brown from 50 goes with a long one. It's back there towards goal. Wanganeen and Ablett, 2 of the greats of the game. Ablett over the top. Don't tell me Gary's kicked it. He's got it. Ablett's kicked his 4th. Unbelievable. Oh, this game's alive now. There's a point the difference. And Gary has produced a gem.
Well, it always beats class, doesn't it? And watch this here. Oh, this is fantastic.
And Don, the effort of Wanganeen and Ablett prior to that.
Oh, look at that kick.
He tries the big torpedo punt. It doesn't work. Silvani waits for it. Punched away by Kernahan. Rebounds for Steins. He gets it away to Neitz. And Victoria out of trouble.
Hannah the target. Hannah makes it. Stats continue to grow. 16 kicks now for Hannah from centre wing. The Vics needing the next goal. They've worked so hard in this quarter.
Well done.
Good grab from the side. He's got runners everywhere. Ablett short now. Goes for him. Gary stands his ground. Hocking over the back. Off the ground. It's a goal. Scores a level.
Actually, there's some really good play on that case.
Difficult kick for Harvey. Victoria conceding ground. Mercury held up by Jarman. A quick kick away, an important ball. Hocking couldn't take it with the one grab. Tregenza's little toe poke.
Gee, can't you sense how very, very important it is there? Right there, 3 or 4 chances for Victoria. Now it goes down to South Australia. McDermott's kicked the full forward. Punched away by Langford. Ball there to be won. Neitz and Hines. Langford making a contest. Hines has got it. Hines' snapshot. It's a goal! South Australia in front by 5 points.
Will he go for a torpedo? He does. Doesn't quite get onto it. Falls to within 20 metres. Neat's outnumbered in the end. Wanganeen. Hannah. High ball. It's a chance. It's a goal.
How can you tell?
There is just absolutely no reaction here from the crowd as Mill Hannah
How could you tell the goal umpire ran about 20 yards?
has kicked his first goal.
Good play, Cameron. Made a pass for Danny Frawley. Frawley's kick is a bit of an up and under to a vacant half-forward area again. Nigel Smart. Well done, Gary Ablett. Mill Hannah break the tackle. No. But he can get it away to Mercury. Get rid of it this time, son. He goes for goal. Mark Mercury.
It's a goal.
He's repaid us for the mistakes earlier. Kick the goal.
Well, there was some absolutely fantastic individual efforts from both sides there.
What a game. Inside the last 3/4 of a minute. The next play, the all-important. Hocking. Can he get the handball? A chance for Brown. Brown goes for goal. A high ball to full forward. Ablett's there. Ablett's with a chance. Left foot by Ablett. It's a free kick.
Yeah, South Australian free kick, I think.
And there's no doubt the free kick was there. Player being held.
So the free kick coming back. Look at Teddy Whitten. He can't believe it. Tingay goes. 15 seconds remaining. This could be the big play for the night. Jamison forces it out. And South Australia have 8 seconds to hang on. 11-9 to 10-13. We've had a couple of 4-point State of Origin matches. This is the closest ever between the two. Steins' left-hand handball off the ground. Burke's quick kick. Too late for the Vics. Takes it to the second attempt. And South Australia's won the ball game.
Fantastic.
Well, it has been a privilege to be here tonight.
It's the best football game I've seen.
And with that, Mr. Football EJ would go on to honour that bet after one of the great clashes in our beloved State of Origin era. To all that love the Big V, Crow Eaters and Sand Gropers, I'll catch you next time.
This has been a Fox Sports production.